Hey guys, it's Johnny here from Say by Love Creations, and today I'm going to show you how I made these pretty flowers from Martha Stewart's Crafter's Clay using her simple mold, and how I used some burlap and some paper and some jewelry findings to turn the flowers into cute jewelry. Here's a bracelet from burlap that I coated with Mod Podge. Here is a cute necklace with some lace. And I'll probably make some earrings out of these little guys, I'm not sure yet. And then I have just a simple coral colored one on a copper chain. Love that color. Alright, so let's get started. Here I have my Martha Stewart Crafter's Clay flowers that I have pressed into this mold after mixing the color and let dry overnight. And you pop them out of the mold immediately so you can reuse the mold to make several, and you just plop them out and let them dry overnight. For these smaller ones, I just cut the middle out of a bigger one because I wanted different sizes. So I just use my scissors. This stuff is like, it's like paper. It's really easy to cut. And then I sanded my flower. Now I'm going to apply some Mod Podge matte. And I'll do this for 2 coats. So now all of my flowers are coated with Mod Podge, and I'm going to let them dry for about 20 minutes, half hour. To prevent it from fraying when I cut it. And now I'm tracing this shape onto it because this is the shape I want for my burlap bracelet. Here's my burlap bracelet form, which I have cut by hand using a template, and it's burlap that's been coated with Mod Podge, so it's pretty durable. So here I'm using a crocodile to hole punch where I'm going to put my eyelet to connect my bracelet to the chain. Now I will insert my eyelets into the holes I just cut with my crocodile, and I will set them also with my crocodile, this tool. Now I'm ready to attach my flower and leaves to the bracelet blank with crafter's pick. So, see how I want to lay this. I'm just going to spread some on here. This stuff dries really quickly and holds quite strongly. Perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the jump ring, which I've already attached a closure toggle loop to both sides. For an antiqued effect, I brush on this Antiquing Medium by Studio by Sculpey. Unfortunately, it's no longer available. They discontinued it, which I'm not sure why, because it's really awesome, but I just use a regular, small, soft brush so I can get in the crevices. And you can see here I've already done this one, and you just brush it in there. You don't have to be specific or careful about it, just brush it on. And then we're going to immediately wipe it away with a paper towel. And just wipe it away while it's still wet until you have the effect you want. There are other kinds of antiquing mediums, and you can mix just regular glaze with brown burnt umber acrylic paint to create this. Now I'm actually going in with a Q-tip because the effect is more drastic than what I want, and it's difficult to get into the deep crevices with just a paper towel. And here's the finished bracelet. I've added a little pearl sticky embellishment that's from Recollections. And I tied a little piece of ribbon, or lace, around here just because I thought that would look neat. And I put a bead down here on the end, and that's my bracelet. I love it. So unique, so thrifty, so pretty. Now I'm off to make a matching necklace. Okay, so now I've glued on my leaves for my pendant, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to take this looped head eye pin and make a hanging mechanism for my pendant with it. So round nose pliers as well as some flat nose pliers are good for this. So let's figure out where we want to put it first of all. I think I want my necklace oriented this way. So about right here. So that wire just fits. I'm gonna bend it about halfway up with my flat nose pliers to make a spiral. So I'm gonna bend this at a right angle. And then I'm going to take my round nose pliers and just start a little spiral. And this is just to create a surface area to glue to the back of the rose. You can do, once you get it started, you can keep spiraling it with your fingers. This wire is not as soft as I wish it was. So that's not the prettiest spiral, but we're covering it anyway. So now I will, again, check my placement. So this is where I want it. I'm using liquid stitch here because I love it. It's really strong and it works well with fabric. It's probably a bit of an overkill, but definitely want to make sure I get some on the actual wire. Perfect, and now my jump ring will go right in the middle, or go right in this loop. Or I could turn it so that it is the actual attachment. And I think that's what I want to do. So I'll pull this up a little bit and then just give it a twist with my pliers. And that's it. Now it's ready to go on a chain. Well, it's ready to dry. And to make the back look more finished, so it doesn't drive me insane, I have cut a little piece of fabric that I had left over from deconstructing a purse, and I traced a flower, another flower I had from the batch I made that's the same size as this one. I traced it and cut it out and Mod Podged it on here and covered it, the back of it with Mod Podge as well. So